Benvenuti violinisti, ma come si mettono le corde a violino? How do we touch the strings on the violin properly? Okay, so we're going to go through this today. So these elements here are called the pegs, and they're made out of ebony on the violin. So you can see here, this was set up by Luther, and the peg is just coming out just a little bit, all right, on this side, just a little bit, and the same on the other side, all right? You can see some violins have them flush. These pegs were built for this violin, and the hole was made so that these pegs suit properly and they come out, you know, properly done. So this is very important that this is set up by Luther. Who's a Luther? Luther is somebody that creates this whole violin. I had an attempt at making this section here. It took me about 5 months going to lessons, but it's just for, I'm just curious in everything. It's just beautiful, so-called the art of the line. I was taught the beauty about, you know, golden mean, it's called, you know, all the proportions, and it's just beauty, doing something by hand. And so they don't need to stick out too much or they will be flush. Okay, that's the first thing. So if they're stuck, it could be that they're stuck. What you want to do is basically take them out one at a time. Don't take them out all, because then the bridge is going to collapse and it's going to create other trouble inside your violin. So you want to take them out one at a time to take the string off. And then basically you don't want to, I'm not going to suggest to go and buy all these expensive products. I do have some liquid that I use because it's just quite quick to use when I have lots of students who don't waste too much time. But the way I always resolved it, and the way I was taught, is just simply take out the peg. I'll show you. Basically, you take out the peg, you rub this little peg here with some soap if it's too tight, or you can put some chalk if it's slipping. Okay, easy. And then you put it back in. Okay, and you'll see that you know, if it's not good enough, you put either a little bit more soap or a little bit more chalk. Watch out when liquid soap, because you might put too much. Okay, so try to dry it a little bit before you put it back in, because I intended the soap, the block of soap. Okay, so it's a little bit easier to do, because you don't want to put too much liquid and then make it dry in the violin. It will create expansion, it will create all sorts of trouble. So you can see here, this peg, which was installed by me because I just bought a set of pegs, how this is sticking out about a centimeter, this is sticking out about 3 millimeters, and on this side, you know, everything is just done randomly here. So this took me forever to craft by hand. So yeah, things need to be done properly. If I see a violin like that, okay, I know something has been done handmade here. So and when you put back, when you attach the strings, what you want to do is basically put some pencil. That's why I've got a pencil in my hand. Put some graphite on the little slots where the strings are, okay, and you put the string over it. The same you're going to do at the bridge. Here, you're going to put some graphite. Just rub your pencil, because it acts like a natural lubricant, and apparently it makes the strings last a lot longer, because because these points of contact here and here, this is where the string is generally going to break, and it's going to stretch. You'll find out by yourself. Unfortunately, generally it happens here that the string stretches, because it just dries out here, and then it doesn't move anymore. It just gets stuck, and as you turn this, basically it will just stretch the last piece rather than stretching the whole string, and that's bad. The last thing I want to talk about is how you attach the strings. Now this is very important. That's why I've got them in red here. So this is a bad string. Let me show you very close. You can see how this is all tied up. It's just random, right? And you can see just tied up randomly and going in all directions, and it's a big mess, okay? Now look at this one up here. This is very neat, okay? Let's see if I can find a better angle. Yeah, this is better. So this is very, very bad. The tightening up needs to be very, they need to be rounds that are all parallel to each other and very neat. And they also need to be against the peg, okay, on this side. This one is all over the place, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here. It's spanning everywhere. This one is, and in order to do that, when you're putting the string in, you need to pull it against the wood. So you're pulling it this way, and then you're rounding it up very slowly. So it's a very slow thing that you need to do. And yeah, if all your strings end up neat, okay, they end up neat, then what happens is they'll also get out of tune very slowly, they'll take a lot more time. If you just wind it up randomly, then it will always slip or get stuck. Okay, so yeah, that's just good practice. So again, I hope this has been useful for you, and you taken some notes. Please like and subscribe, please. It's going to really help me grow this channel. And yeah, hope to see you again. Alla prossima e allegria. Ciao ciao.